This, the consumer confidence report slipping slightly in the month of August. The index declining 1.3 points to 97.4 in August, coming in higher than expected. The figure comes during possible concerns about tariffs and questions over the latest jobs report.
All right, Thomas Savage is back, research fellow at the American Institute for Economic Research, and Pete Sepp is president of the National Taxpayers Union. Great to see both of you. Pete, I'd like to start with you. Thoughts on the consumer confidence index that's slipping in August? What are the indicators, I wonder, of this? Is it online shopping? Is it brick and mortar stores? How far does it really go?
Well, there are corroborating pieces of evidence going on here. There was a Wallet Hub survey, for example, that showed 55% of Americans thought that inflation and tariffs were eating away at the value of their work, the additional effort they were putting in. On the one hand, you see inflation appearing to stabilize and still be lower than what it was at the beginning of the year. But then there are signs in the producer price index that may not last long. You have a softening job market, not just according to Bureau of Labor statistics, but places like ADP. You also have a slowdown in GDP growth, about half of what it was last year at this point. So those are warning signs. They are not necessarily indicating we are in a recession or headed there, especially if interest rates come down. But they are signs of caution to policymakers that they have to keep up the effort to lower tariffs, get those deals done, and keep reducing federal spending. That is going to strengthen confidence in the future going forward.
We can always be confident that every fall, or even before fall starts, the pumpkin spice will return to Starbucks. Apparently, it's happening now, announcing the return of the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks this year. When the latte was released, it caused a 24.1% surge in sales above the normal daily average, stayed elevated throughout opening weekend. Starbucks could use a sales boost with the number of transactions and revenues at stores. Those have been declining in every quarter. Starbucks said that year-to-date profits are down about 40%, but there is hope since 10% of its overall sales last year came from seasonal staples. So, Thomas, can pumpkin spice provide Starbucks a much-needed boost?
Well, it seems like it. You already see the memes going around on Facebook, and unfortunately, that's also, for me, it's a sign that summer's almost over. But, as you mentioned, Emma, it's a very popular item, and it could at least keep Starbucks afloat for the next couple of months, or maybe through the end of the year, depending on how long they want to keep this item on the menu. But I think, outside of that short-term burst, they're going to need to look and see how they could re-strategize, especially as people, the past couple of years, they've been tightening their belts. Maybe sometimes they'll say, maybe I won't go out for coffee as much. I'm going to make coffee at home. But, I think this will definitely give them a little boost, at least through the fall, and if not, hopefully the end of the year.
Yeah. I will come clean. I will come clean. I am a pumpkin spice guy through and through. I'll get me one of those. I like
the season.
It does. It makes me feel, I feel fall coming on. I also feel the snowbirds going back to Florida, so now my roadways up here in New York will be my commute will be a little shorter, too. We do appreciate it, Thomas Savage, Pete Sepp. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
You guys, too.
All right. Live look now in D.C. here.